Hey everybody, how's it going? I just want to make a quick video here reviewing a couple of movies that I saw last night. I stopped at the handy dandy red box near me and I rented I Spit on Your Grave, and it's kind of hard to see this one, but it's called Husk. I've been wanting to see Husk for quite a while now. I saw it at Walmart for $15, but I wasn't really willing to drop that much money on it, having been, sight unseen. I've done it before and kind of turned out bad, so this time I wanted to rent it first, see what it was like. I'll go ahead and talk about Husk first. Husk is about this group of people. It's like four, 20-somethings, and they're going on a road trip somewhere, and like a whole bunch of crows smashes into their windshield, and they whack into a cornfield. And in the cornfield, like, one of them gets killed, and they see this. There's like this scarecrow that's possessed by a demonic spirit that's killing everybody off, and they see like a lot of cars in this field and everything. And I mean, it's kind of creepy because the corn is really creeping up on the house, too. There's a house, by the way, buried off in the cornfield that they go towards. I'm not doing it justice, this description. I'm not really good at summarizing movies. But, needless to say, it was really good. The effects were really cool. I mean, the gore in this was pretty great. At one point, one of the persons is dead, and they're possessed by the spirit, and they drive nails through their fingers with a hammer, and it's just horrible and hard to watch. And it was awesome, though. I mean, this was really a good movie. It's part of the After Dark Originals films, and I saw one a while ago with Jeffrey Combs, and it was really good too. So, I mean, it looks like After Dark is really turning into a pretty good series, in my opinion. Kind of like Ghost House is pretty decent. The 8 Films to Die For series is pretty crappy now, but After Dark seems to be doing a pretty good job. I'm not going to ruin anything of the story for Husk or anything like that. I'm just going to be very vague, but say I definitely enjoyed it. There's a lot of really cool gore. The effects are nice. The story's pretty good. Couple of questions I had at the end which didn't make sense, but it doesn't matter. It ends really cool, and everything gets wrapped up really neatly. And I think that they did a really good job with this movie, and the guy who directed it wrote it. And I hope he does some more movies, because I'm really looking forward to them. I just hope he doesn't do a sequel, because sometimes, like with Jeepers Creepers 2, the sequel kind of sucked. So let's hope that there isn't a Husk 2 in the future, but a completely different movie. The next one is I Spit on Your Grave. I've heard a lot of bad things about this, and I've heard a couple of good things. A lot of people said that it wasn't good. A lot of people said the original wasn't good. I mean, I've seen the original. I didn't really like it. I didn't really care for it. And this one, I rented because I'd been wanting to see it. I wanted to see what it was like. I didn't like Last House on the Left, the original, and I saw the sequel, or not sequel, but the remake in the theater, and it was terrible. The final scene, if anybody hasn't seen Last House on the Left, I want you to just mute it until I wave. Okay? Because there's going to be a spoiler right here. Alright, so go ahead and mute it. Alright, for those of you who have seen Last House on the Left, when the last scene when he puts that dude's head in the microwave and it explodes after like 2 seconds, with the door wide open and all that, yeah, me, my fiance, and our friend, we burst out laughing in the theater. It was so terrible. I mean, the whole movie was just ridiculously bad. Alright, well that's going to be the end of the spoiler, so... Alright. There you go. So if you haven't seen Last House on the Left, I didn't ruin anything for you, and if you have seen it, then hopefully you understand what I mean by that last scene. Anyway, I Spit on Your Grave is another remake of a horror movie. I use that term very loosely, to horror, for Spit on Your Grave. This isn't really horror, but it's a remake of another movie from the 70s, around the time that Last House on the Left was made. And in this one, a girl goes to some cabin out in the middle of nowhere for no good reason whatsoever that they give. I guess to write a book or something. I don't know. Stops at a gas station and is like harassed by these hillbilly type guys. It's always hillbillies, isn't it? And she goes to her cabin and she's like getting stalked and stuff. And they break in and they brutalize her. It's pretty descriptive and kind of disturbing to watch. I really wasn't bothered by it. I know it's a movie. It kind of takes a lot for a movie to bother me because, I mean, I know this is a movie. The whole time I kept thinking, wow, that actress had to put up with a lot of crap for this scene. But, it's actually pretty good, and once they get past all that stuff, they assume she's dead. Let's put it that way. Then she comes back and wreaks her revenge, on everybody, as is assumed with this movie. One of my problems with this movie is, how did she survive for a month, because a month passes. You know, this is a girl who has no wilderness training that we know of or anything like that, and yet she survives for a whole month out in there. It doesn't tell how she got better, where she got clothes, or anything. It's just really open-ended. I mean, I feel like I'm missing like maybe 20 or 30 minutes of footage here with like all the answers to it, and it's really confusing. So I don't know. It wasn't as great a movie as I, was hoping it was gonna be. It was just kind of interesting. The way she gets revenge on them is very cool. That's a really cool part of the movie. So I enjoyed that a lot. Otherwise, it was just kind of so-so. I don't know. I'd say if I had to rate it out of 10, I'd give it like 5. That's just being nice. The effects were really good. The gore was really good. But on the whole, there was just a lot of plot holes, and it was kind of a weak movie. So, I don't know. I Spit on Your Grave is not a purchase. Husk, I highly recommend this movie. Matter of fact, as soon as I get paid, I'm going to go and buy this at Walmart. If I can find it there. If not, I'm going to Amazon. But Husk is amazing. I really enjoyed this one. So yeah, hey, there you go. There's a couple of reviews for you on some horror movies I just saw. I hope you enjoyed them. And you know what? If you guys ever want to give me a movie or tell me a movie to watch and review, I'll go ahead and do that. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye.